What is going on, everyone? This is Jake Berlin with Apocalypse Movies, and welcome back to our channel. We are here for a brand new inaugural episode of our kind of rebirth of what was called Make 'em Watch It back in the day. We're just going to be calling it the Movie Watching Challenge. Basically, what this show is obviously with the dozens and hundreds and thousands of movies that are out there, and us being born in certain times in life. We don't see everything that is out there. It's hard to catch up on everything as well as everything that's been released in the past. And we thought it'd be a cool idea to kind of make each other watch these movies. And so we came up with this idea that basically one person is going to be assigned a movie to watch during that week, and the following week they will come back to review the film, and then they will be given the chance to challenge one of us here at Apocalypse to watch a movie. Now, we've all given lists to each other, and we have who hasn't watched what and who has watched this and that, and so we're just kind of doing an introduction episode. And the person that has been given the reins to challenge someone this week is here with me, and it's kind of going to be introduced here on the show. And then we will come back next week, and that person will review the film and then challenge whoever they want to for the following week, and then some. And so hopefully this catches on. We're gonna have some fun with it. Challenge a very different style of movies. It'll get people who don't like maybe romance movies to watch romance movies, or animated movies to watch anime movies, or anime and foreign language films and all that type of stuff. And so I got Keith Barnes here with me, and he has been given the right to challenge someone for the first week. And so I'm kind of going to leave it to him, and then we'll kind of go from there, and we'll discuss what the movie is, if that person has not heard of it, and he'll kind of give some details as far as where it is and why he decided to choose this movie. So Keith, hi, first of all, how you doing, man?
Good.
Are you excited for this? This
Very.
is kind of a cool little idea we got going on here.
Very.
Yeah, so announce who you're going to be challenging to watch a movie, and then go ahead and give that person the movie that they're basically given a homework assignment to watch over the next week.
Conveniently, I'm challenging you, Jake.
All right.
Challenging you, and this is a movie that has been grown. Well, I loved it right away. I didn't see it in theater.
Okay.
But I don't even know how. I don't even remember how or when I first saw it, to tell you the truth. But I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
All right.
It's a little grim. May not leave you with a lot of hope, but it kind of does. I don't know. You'll see when you see it.
All
but
right.
It is Steven Soderbergh's Traffic.
Steven Soderbergh interests me. Now,
Yes.
I've never heard of Traffic.
So this movie, he was actually I want to say 2000 came out,
Okay.
and the same year was also Aaron Brockovich, which he also directed.
Which I have yet to see.
Okay, that's another great one. He's the only director to be nominated for Best Director for 2 movies in the same year.
Wow.
So he was nominated for both of these, Traffic.
See, I was young during that year, so I have no recollection of this at all.
Yeah.
I've heard great things about Aaron Brockovich and what she was able to do with that character. But Traffic, I've never heard of Traffic, and I'm interested. The second you heard Steven Soderbergh, I was like, I gotta watch this movie.
Yeah, and I think he won for Aaron Brockovich.
I believe so.
think he did,
I believe so. Yeah.
But he easily could have won for this. I would have. Aaron Brockovich.
That's
is
pretty
great.
interesting, man. 2 Best Director nominations
in 1 year.
Wow,
It's pretty amazing, right?
That's crazy.
Well, you watch this movie, you'll definitely see why.
Okay.
So this movie is about drug trafficking.
Fair enough.
But it's a specific story. It's got Michael Douglas.
I like. Okay.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Which is where they met, I imagine.
I think they may have been slightly before this.
Okay.
It might be where they met.
Yeah.
But it's around that time, definitely. Very young Erica Christensen is in this movie. Topher Grace.
Okay.
Is very young also in this movie.
This is probably when he left that 70s show.
I
imagine.
I think it was right in the middle of.
Yeah.
Yeah, right in the middle of that. Don Cheadle is in it. Has a great role in it.
cast.
Luis Guzman is in it.
Okay.
Bunch of great Miguel Ferrer, George Clooney's cousin.
Okay.
One of those guys. You know if you saw him.
Totally.
He's one of those guys. Like, that guy. He's one of those.
Okay.
One of those actors. But it's a great cast. Dennis Quaid's in it.
Which we do not see enough of him these days.
Exactly. It's an incredible movie. It's about Michael. It's one of those stories. It's one of those movies where there's a bunch of stories happening at once.
Okay.
And then they all kind of
blend together.
At certain points, they converge, and it's pretty.
Is it classic Soderbergh?
It's yes and no. It's shot in a it feels, I want to say documentary style. It's got this gritty kind of filter on it, so it looks like it's
Almost like a found footage style.
I just forgot the number one guy, Benicio del Toro.
Oh, sweet.
Benicio del Toro's in this movie.
All right.
I think he was nominated. He may have won for this. I think I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, he plays a guy. It's very similar to you'll when you watch it, you'll kind of think it'll probably remind you of Sicario.
Which I love.
When I saw Sicario, it made me think, oh, this is like Traffic almost.
Interesting, because I all the Soderbergh films that I've seen, he hasn't touched anything like that.
Right.
Which interests me.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
It's an incredible movie.
All right.
There's some parts where it may not leave you feeling too good about the world.
Fair.
And definitely be glad you don't live in San Diego.
I like where it's set. I like SD a little bit.
Yeah, set in San Diego / Tijuana.
We're close. Okay.
A lot of cartel stuff.
That makes sense.
A
lot of action.
Drug wars. No.
So it's a slower movie.
It's
drama.
slow. It's quiet. There are moments of little flurries of big things that happen.
So is it based around like law enforcement or anything like
yes.
that? Okay.
It's law enforcement, government, drug cartels. It's one of those stories, and
I like it.
How each
I can see the Sicario connection, obviously.
Yeah, it's one of those, and except it doesn't necessarily follow one particular character. I guess if there was a main character, it would probably be Benicio del Toro, but also not Michael Douglas on the other side, on the law enforcement side, and
cool.
Catherine Zeta-Jones plays the wife of a drug czar.
I'm
sorry, the wife of a cartel leader who's secretly kind of he's a big community person and a politics guy and a public person, and he's secretly this cartel leader. And I'll leave that at that. But how she handles what happens there. Erica Christensen plays Michael Douglas' daughter, and the way the drug war, the way that affects his family, and him being the drug czar, he's newly appointed by the president, drug czar, how he handles that, and then Benicio del Toro plays a Mexican, kind of a DEA agent. I don't know, I guess kind of a federale, but he's one of those guys where it's not like Sicario where you don't know what side he's on.
Yeah,
he's definitively on the side
a
of the
law
law
enforcement guy.
But it's one of those where it's almost the opposite of his character, where he's got to see, okay, maybe I have to cross some lines, and I don't want to.
I like
and
it.
it's one of those where he's got to see how far does he need to go to get, to get the job done.
Interesting.
Who do I need to work with?
This will be the earliest, I guess you can say, year that I've ever seen Del Toro in a movie. 2000. Right. So I mean, I was very young at this age. So I don't remember the first movie I saw him with, but it's definitely far ahead of this movie.
Well, I'm thinking, I wonder when's the first time I saw him. Now.
Yeah, and then Dennis Quaid obviously is in the heyday of Dennis Quaid. Catherine Zeta-Jones as well, doing the Zorro stuff.
Dennis Quaid.
Michael Douglas. This was kind of when he was the guy.
Yeah.
I love the cast.
And you will Don Cheadle and Luis Guzman. They both play FBI agents. You will love their portion because it's a big part of it. And Don Cheadle's
I love Don Cheadle.
Always great.
And this will probably be the earliest I've seen Don Cheadle as well, to be honest. Cause,
maybe.
And I've seen him in things before, but he really became Don Cheadle in like the middle 2000s.
Right around now. I think from like Boogie Nights, which is a couple years earlier up until this point, he really kind of took off.
I'm excited, man, because one of the big things is, and a lot of people don't know this, but your and I film perspective is very different.
Yeah.
On a lot of movies.
Sure.
And as far as what we like, I mean, obviously we enjoy a lot of the same movies, but for different things is why we like them.
That's one of the challenges of making this list.
It's hard. It's very hard.
Because I was going to just take my top 50 that I showed you guys before. I'll just use this. But I was like, well, everybody's seen all this.
Everyone likes something different.
So, and so I was like, well, let me just pick a bunch of stuff a lot of stuff that I haven't seen in a while. Yeah. I might watch Traffic myself.
I know, and that's why we started this. We did this probably around 2 years ago, Jacob, Gio, and I, and it was fun because we made each other watch movies that we probably never would have watched.
Right.
Or we've never heard of, like, example for this one.
Yeah.
And, you watch anime movies that you never thought you would cross, or a drama movie, or a slow movie when you like fast movies, or whatever it is. I'm excited. I'm intrigued by the idea of it. The DEA and cartel stuff always interests me. Yeah. And seeing Soderbergh directed is very interesting, especially because this was kind of seems like it almost when he was like one of the best filmmakers around, because this was right before the Ocean's trilogy.
About a year before.
I believe so. So this was probably the movie he made before the Ocean's trilogy. And the Ocean's trilogy is really what made him.
So
and then
these two,
and then he kind of went on that hiatus for a little while,
Yes.
and then came back.
Yeah, he's just kind of sort of semi-retired.
Yeah,
or whatever.
exactly.
Well, so in the marketing for Ocean's 11, it was from the director of Traffic and Aaron
go.
Brockovich.
There we go. Yeah, so I'm very interested because he's one of the best-known directors, and he's doing very interesting stuff with filmmaking right now. He's using iPhones and that type of stuff, and so the idea of him doing a cartel film is extremely interesting.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Like I said before, it's pretty long. It runs about 2.5.
Which I'm cool with the Soderbergh movie.
It's an engaging enough. Yeah, it's an engaging enough story. Like I said, it'll seem you'll appreciate it. I know.
If it's an Oscar movie, I'm appreciating it. I will appreciate it.
And if anybody out there watching, just warn you, it's a bit slow.
Is it R-rated?
Yeah,
I imagine Soderbergh is R-rated. Yeah.
Yes, very R-rated.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, but Traffic 2000, Soderbergh, and I can't wait to hear your review.
I'm stoked, man, and like I said in the opener, I have a week to watch it.
Yeah.
We'll be doing this next weekend. We shoot it on a Sunday or a Monday. It'll probably release sometime in the middle of the week, but yeah, I got a homework assignment this week. I got to find a way to watch it. I know you have it. Maybe we'll catch up and I'll be able to grab it from you.
Yeah.
But I'll be able to dive into it a little bit, whether I like it or not, kind of talk about why or why not, and then I will be challenging someone next week, whether it's Keith, Brian, or Jacob. I will have to come up with a movie for them to watch, and so and we're kind of going to move this forward and have some fun with it. So it'll be interesting. If you've seen Traffic, or if you've heard of Traffic, or you've seen the trailers or whatever, head down in the comments without any spoilers for me.
Yes.
Leave some thoughts as far as why you like it, why you don't like it. Give a shout out to Keith for maybe bringing up the movie, because it is a movie that maybe have been forgotten over the last 15, 20 years. Leave some thoughts there in the comments, whether or not you like it or not, without any spoilers, of course.
Yes.
And then check out next week's episode, as I will be reviewing the movie and then challenging someone else to watch a movie the following week as well. So, inaugural episode of the Movie Watching Challenge, Keith. I'm glad that you got to choose it. You challenged me. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
But for the Movie Watching Challenge on Apocalypse Movies, we can't thank you enough for joining us today. Head to apocalypsemovies.com. This YouTube channel, trailer reactions, movie reviews, the Padawan podcast. Now the Movie Watching Challenge. Leave some thoughts. Hit that like button, that share button, and of course that subscribe button. Can't thank you guys enough for all the support. Until next time, see you guys later.